going on, Facebook? What's going on? So I'm actually heading to daycare. I'm taking my little son to the daycare this morning. I know they can't hear you, Kareem, but I wanted to do this quick video because last night I was thinking about different moments in my life. I was thinking about the different things that happened in my life that led me to who I am today. And I believe that in life we all have those defining moments that completely change our lives. And for me, there was one book that I read that completely changed my life, that completely changed the person that I became. And that was a very defining moment in my life at the time. You know, I was working as an accountant for the state of Texas, and I felt like I was in the wrong profession, and I felt very unfulfilled. I wanted more out of life. I felt like I was trapped. I felt like there was something else that I was supposed to be doing. I felt like I wasn't living to my full potential, but I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to start. I didn't have any clue of what I was gonna do, and I was very confused. And I remember one day I'm sitting at my desk, and one of my co-workers, a very good guy, very nice man. I've been to his house a couple of times. Very good guy. He sends me an email. So I open up the email and he said, "Hey, you know what? At the time, my wife was pregnant. We were expecting, our youngest child, and he said, hey, I've noticed that you've been stressed out." I said, "What do you mean by that?" He said, "Yes, you look like you need to talk." And we started having this conversation, and I told him that, hey, I'm going through a lot right now, between my wife and I, and at the time I was about $30,000 in debt. We have other different type of debts, student loan debts. I mean, so many things going on in our lives, and I was just very, very confused, and I was trying to figure out a way. I was just trying to keep my head above water at the time, because I was like, I'm frustrated. I don't like the profession I'm in. Money is tight. I have all this debt. My mom is calling me. I want to help my mom. I want to help my mother. I want to do all of these things. I can't really do anything. I was just frustrated. And then he said, "I know what you're going through. I know what you're going through. I understand your struggle. And I want you to talk to a friend of mine." I was like, "What do you mean you want me to talk to a friend of yours?" He said, "Yes. He's been in business for himself for a long time. He's been very successful, and maybe he might be able to help you out." So I get in touch with his friend, and then we set up an appointment. We were supposed to meet, and I remember that day, it was like a Saturday. I was supposed to meet with him, and I ended up not even making it there on time because I slept over and I forgot about the appointment. And then he gave me a call. He said, "Hey, we're supposed to meet this morning at such and such. Are you still coming?" I said, "Oh yeah." So jumped out of bed, took a quick shower real quick, just put on some clothes, and I was on my way there. So I got there, got to meet the guy, very well dressed, very well professional. He was with his wife, and started talking to me, and we started to get to know each other a little bit better. He told me that what he was doing. And he gave me this book, and he said, "I want you to go home and read the first 2 chapters of this book, because once you read the first 2 chapters of this book, you would understand what it is that I'm doing, and it will give you an idea of if you want to do something like this or not. If you want to walk away from your day job, or you want to make some more income, you want to pay off your debt, you want to take care of your family, go in and read that book and tell me what you think, and then we can go in and talk about it." So I was like, okay, what do I have to lose? You know, the book was talking about money. It was talking about some of the realities about money in today's economy. And I was like, you know what? That sounds like an interesting book. Let me go ahead and read it. And I'm not a fast reader. I don't even like to read, to be honest with you. I read because I like to have more information. I'm not, you know, I have dyslexic tendencies, you know. So reading has never been like my forte, right? But I go home and I take this book and I read the first 2 pages. But this is what happened. Something crazy happened. I was so into the book that instead of reading the 2 chapters, I ended up reading the whole thing. Like, I read the whole book in a matter of maybe 2 days, because I was just so fascinated by what the book was talking about. I was so fascinated, but at the same time I was frustrated. I was like, oh, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me that I went to school for 4 years, right? Took me about 3 years to get a job. I, you know, spent all of that money on an education, and here's this book that's teaching me about things that I didn't even know. Here's this book that teaching me about stuff that I didn't even learn in school. And I was just blown away. I was like, I can't believe this. And I was like, this is awesome. This is great. This book can change people's lives. This book can be the game changer. You know, in a time where in America today, we got $1.5 trillion in student loan debt. People are struggling financially. You know, most people can't even. I was reading an article, like most people can't even afford to come up with $400 in case of emergency if something were to happen to you, your car breaks down, anything like this. And I was like, and here's a book that basically gives us the blueprint on how we can solve this problem. And I became very passionate. You know, that's where my crusade basically kind of got started. I said, man, everybody needs to know about this. And that's what got me into the insurance and financial services industry, because I said, man, this is something people need to know about. And most people don't know. Most people think that, oh man, if I have a financial advisor, I'm good. I have all of this going on, I'm fine. Most people don't know about those realities. And I was like, I want to go out there and tell the world. I want to go out there and be a voice. I want to make sure that everybody that is next to me feels that from me, and I want to make sure that everybody knows that there's something out there better, and there's a solution to the problem. This book completely changed my mind. And I was so excited. The name of the book is I think it was written by Patrick Kelly, the Retirement Miracle, something like that. And that was a game changer. That was a defining moment for you. I don't know. I just wanted to share that with you this morning. I was just thinking about that last night, and I was like, man, what about you guys? What was a deciding moment in your life that caused you to shift your focus, that caused you to shift the person that you are, and put you on a path to become the person that you're supposed to be? So today is Thursday. I hope all of you are having a great I hope you guys have a great Thursday and you enjoy the day, and just go out there and kill it, and hope you find a defining moment in your life as well.